since we're getting close to bear country. Gotta keep your bear spray with you. This shit right here. Oh, they left theirs. Cougars, they're stealthy, so you really have to watch out, but you can kill them with an AR-15 and a 9mm, which is what I have brought with me. I'm only carrying my 9 right now. But the bear, hell no. And I could, if I could unload, you know, 30 rounds, 60 rounds into a bear, but it'll charge quicker than I'll be able to unload it. So I'll have to end up attacking it head on. So really, bear spray is the best plan of action. And then your gun, if you have to. Your gun is really a last resort if you have bear spray. And you should always have bear spray. Calculated risks, not, we're not being stupid, just doing something without planning. But we do want to have fun, so. But bears are different. They're not obviously stealthy. So your problem there is just they're hard to kill because of their thick skin and their big bones. And the cougar is a lot thinner. So, but it's stealthy and it can pounce. So, I was reading this forum, and this guy was talking about how they killed 2 deers and they hung them up after stripping the hide. And when they went to go watch the tape the next day, because they recorded it, they found out that while they were stripping the deer, there was a cougar in the trees, like with his tail wagging in a pounce mode, and was ready to like attack them. So, but I mean, they had deer with them. The chances of something happening is really, really small. Seriously, it's really small. There's been 20 cougar killings of humans getting killed in 100 years. So it's really rare. But you have to be stupid, like leave food out, feed the fucking bear, try to like pet it. I don't know why that's a good fucking idea. It's not a fucking teddy bear. So there is a pass required to stay overnight, but you can, just like Mount Rainier. Next place I want to go is Lake Dewey, Mount Rainier. Look it up. Tell me what you think, if that's a good spot or not. For me, I have to backpack there, so you have to leave the car, but this is what I want. Oh. Ooh. Hello. Dude. That river is so clear. We gotta get down there. So, what I'm gonna do, I just wanted to hike in here a little bit to see how it looked like, what it looked like. I have maps. I'll show you guys later. So I know the whole landscape. For too long, I won't be able to hike it all. Way too much. It would take me days. But there's nothing on the internet that shows the trails and where they lead, so you kind of just have to wing it for that. But since there's the river right here, which I knew about, I just didn't know the elevation of this trail. So if we can go down, I would like to go take a dip or something, cool off. I need water. Definitely need a campsite with water tonight. I want to go down there. It's right there. I don't think I'll be able to though. Oh my god. That was so beautiful. Alright, I'm back on the trail. That didn't work out. That was an epic fail. Tried a second spot and they're just all steep. I have really old Nikes on with no traction. I shouldn't really be going down there anyways. And when I turned off the camera, I started to slowly slide forward, and I would have had to run into a tree. So I'm just gonna hike a little bit more. I heard something in the woods though, like some crackles. I don't see anything, but gonna hike for a little bit more. I think I saw some cougar prints though when I was down there, like really old ones. So just to put it in perspective how crazy it is that I'm having demonic dreams and I'm like going to a different dimension. And let me start off with the first part. Is because I only had nightmares up until I was 11. That's all I remember. I had one reoccurring dream where I was like a little kid running in like a New York alleyway to a dead end. And there was a knight and he was on a horse and he was chasing me. And he was coming down to swoop me up, but with a sword. I had that dream a lot. And then I was constantly scared of bears. But when I was a kid, our neighbor Dean, he went and shot a bear. And I saw that hide when I was like 3. So I think that's the reason for that. But yeah, after 11, I don't remember dreaming. And then when I was in kind of like my early 20s, I started dreaming again. Actually, because of my ex. Maybe because I fell in love. I don't know why. Because that was my first time like really being in love, but yeah, so then I started dreaming again. I've had like one lucid dream, but the lucid dream I still had somewhat boundaries, and I didn't know I was dreaming fully. Like I wasn't fully aware, but I was enough aware, like kind of halfway in between. Yeah, and and I've had some paranormal shit happen to me prior to the YouTube channel. Like it's crazy. So I've been spoken to by a demon before, and then I've had like a blanket like kind of like raise off the bed in midair. I've seen a shadow underneath the doorway when there's no one in there. So just a couple things. And then the dreaming's really weird. But to get to the demonic part, there's a clear difference between the dreaming I'm doing there. I can't explain it. I just feel like I am not in my world anymore. And it's so weird because I'm in a dream world when I'm asleep. But yet I feel like I'm being pulled from that territory. And at first, like, I had a demon that never showed its face, and I was in an old room, like an 1800s room, very long, dark table, and he wrote a message in the table. I don't remember it, but he never showed his face, and he was in the corner, and I just remember feeling this like immense evil. I've never felt that evil like that before. and I knew immediately it was a demon, and everything just felt weird. I felt like I wasn't in my own world anymore, like I was in his or theirs, whatever the fuck. And when I wake up, I was so scared. I've never been that scared ever in my life. I immediately felt that whole situation. Like, it wasn't normal. Like, you usually wake up and you'll remember your dream, but your dream is kind of like a distant past memory, like a vacation you guys took, and you like remember certain parts. This shit, like, it was like the meeting with a demon was like a GPS system that linked me to immediately when I woke up, and it, like, all my emotions went straight back to that exact scenario that happened in my dream. And I felt everything, and it was that fear that, like, when I woke up, that's the first thing I felt, was that fear and that evil. Crazy, dude, seriously. And then I had it again like a month later. And this time I was in an abandoned house. Again, I got pulled from my regular dream, and I was in this abandoned house. How are you guys doing? I'll just move out of the way. You're good. How long were you guys in for?
2 nights.
2 nights?
Yeah.
Any bears?
There was probably one, I didn't visually see it, but I heard a lot of large animals tromping around in the bushes.
Yeah.
That was at like the intersection of this trail and the Frosty Swaddler.
Cool. Do that right on. Huh?
Where are you headed?
So I'm actually camping over there, and I'm just hiking through. I've never done this type of camping, so I'm just kind of getting a feel for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So as long as you like practice good food hygiene, then you're probably fine, even if there is a bear.
All I got is nuts on me.
Yeah. Just
So I got bear spray, my guns.
But just don't leave like anything in your like backpack.
Mm-hmm.
You have something to hang it with or something.
Oh, I'm coming back out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just hiking.
Just like sing a little bit here and there, and you'll be good.
Cool, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, and then okay, so back to the dreaming thing. This last dream I had wasn't demonic. It was magical, like legitimately magical and witchy. And I was walking up to like a house that looked like it was built in the 1970s, and I was going up with my friend Aaron. He was in my dream, probably just because I've been working with him lately, or I had been working with him for a couple days. And so we walked up, and there was a shed to the left. It was weird. It was almost like it was, now that I'm thinking about it, it was almost like if there was the garage, but when I walked up, all I saw was the shed. In my mind right now, I'm seeing a garage and a shed switching back and forth its place. And I didn't see that before last time I talked about this, because every time I have a dream like this, I have a recording for it. Yeah, and so when we got into the next scene was we were in the room, and I think it was like the upstairs, and Aaron and me, we both had twin beds, and when you walk in, you turn right, Aaron was there, and then the bed on the left was me. So if you're in bed, I would be on the right side of the room. Anyways, so I was looking up and I was staring at the wall, and then all of a sudden this door appeared in front of me. Oh, I forgot to say. So the shed, when we walked up to the house, I went in the shed, and it just was a normal shed. There was no door on the other side. I couldn't see inside. It was dark. When the door opened, we were inside the room. I could see everything, and there was like magical writings on the wall, and like I don't know, like paint or something. And there's a huge pentacle circle when I opened the door, like massive crystals like, all around, just crystals everywhere, like not just like neatly placed, like in a huge thick circle, just crystals of all sizes, and then like just crystals all over all over the wall and stuff. I heard a lot of noise in the woods. I just want to get to a more open environment. It gives me a better chance. This wind is definitely an issue. But yeah, so anyways, with the door open, these white stones like came out like a gambling dice. But they like slid across, like they came out like gambling dice, but then they just slid across the floor like creepily. And then so I got up and I looked inside, and that's when I saw the crystals in the shed. So at first I didn't know what the shed was, but then I started thinking after I recorded my experience, and the shed seemed really familiar, like if it was my shed, like from like a past life or something. I don't believe in reincarnation. Well, I don't know what I believe with that. It's just so hard to grasp. But regardless, our souls go somewhere, and maybe they can recycle onto this earth again. But regardless, the funny thing is, the connection is that when I started studying the cult, I felt immensely that I had known this stuff in like a past life. Like it felt like I was relearning a part of myself, like I had forgotten, like if I had a car accident and I lost my memory. Very strange. And then this dream. So it's like saying that was my witch shed for something. I don't know what.